you have your holidays booked already this summer and you're concerned, it's in the back of your mind that actually you're going to need to do some work, you're going to be called upon to do work, you're going to need to react to customer or staff requests, and you never want to have to do that again, then episode 183 is for you. Hello, it's Emma Mills here and welcome to episode 183 of MiTV, which is in the holiday spirit today. It's early June. I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago and lots of our clients, like internally with the PA team, there's lots of holidays coming up. We're planning travel for them. We're planning things we can do for our clients while they're on holiday. And when I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago, the things that I did prior to it and also while I was on holiday, I thought, these are actually things that every business owner should be doing. If they're still in that mode of having to do tasks while they're on holiday, maybe they're right at the beginning and they're still working while their family's by the pool. Maybe you're kind of on that journey out and you're doing less and less and less, but these are really, really good practices to have when you go on holiday. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to Marbella. Not the kind of holiday you're expecting. I actually went to Marbella boot camp, still using all of my merch. And although we did have a couple of days partying at the very beginning, but we did a week, me and my best friend Caroline, of salads, soups, working out, healthy food. It was awesome. I felt really fresh when I came back on Thursday. And so this was the kind of holiday where we had an itinerary. I was aware prior that I wasn't going to be available on my phone all the time because this itinerary was like walks, runs, hikes, working out on the beach. I know it sounds rubbish as well, but it was really good, I promise you. And we literally had an itinerary from 8 in the morning when we usually met on the beach for a run till 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it wasn't, do you know, sometimes I think when you go on holiday, you think, well, it's going to be all right because I'm going to be on my beach and I'm going to be on the beach and I've got my phone anyway, so I can respond to things or answer calls or get back to people because I'm going to be available. So I knew on this holiday I wasn't going to have that liberty of just being able to react to things. My phone was like away in my rucksack and we were doing stuff, and I only had bursts and short periods of time throughout the day of doing things. So like in the evening, of course, I mean, I can't help it. I also love it. I would open my laptop, check some things, just check how things were rolling along. But what I was very aware of there were still some tasks, questions, emails that came into either my inbox that my PA Bex let me know about and needed a response on, or people, like I had missed calls on my phone, or I had team members asking questions about things in Teams. So, and I did other things, like literally while I was on holiday, I paid the wages. I still checked the bank every day. There are certain things which I'm still doing, and doesn't mean I'm going to do them forever. But what I was very aware of doing throughout my time in Marbella working out was to make a constant list of all the things I had to either do because nobody else can. So like, for example, paying the wages, nobody else has access to the bank at the moment. It is just me. I know that's not scalable and I know that that's something I need to change. So I started to create this list of all the things I did that somebody else doesn't know how to do in my business, or they might not be sure on. We need to do something for it, create a process, give access to something. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to solve them all straight away when I come home, but I start to get this list, which with my team and with my ops manager, we can put to one side and look at, okay, well, we're going to pick them off one by one. How are we going to solve this? Who's going to do that in future? Do you know, like if you have a business that has people in it or people you pay for services, you don't want to be a single point of failure for all the crucial things that happen in your business. You know, like these are the smart things to do, to look at who's going to do this and that, and use a holiday as a place to just kind of reassess what's still on your list and your plate. Now, I know there's going to be people watching this and you're like, everything's on my plate and on my list while I'm on holiday. I'm still answering the phone. I'm still the one every night at 5 o'clock while my family's getting ready for dinner, answering all of my emails. And please promise me, like, if you are still answering the phone while you're on holiday, there is such a simple, cheap solution to that. Please, like, drop me a line, reach out to us, because that is just such an easily solved problem, honestly. This is not just here to sell, like it's completely bonkers if you're answering your own phone. But phone aside, like all the other things that you might still need to be doing while you're on holiday to keep the wheels turning in your business, to keep customers happy, to keep so you don't just have this massive list of things to do when you get back. Use this holiday now coming up that you might have booked as a place to like reference and checkpoint and go, okay, well, this holiday, it's not a complete relax fest. I'm not completely just switching off. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just use this holiday as a, as a starting point to future holidays. I'm going to have less and less and less to do, because we've all been there. I've fully had holidays where my friends are on the beach, they're doing whatever, and I'm still sat in the reception of the hotel trying to get stuff done. Like, we've all been there, and it's just this slow process of momentum that you build of just giving off the things one by one. So if you've got holiday planned and you're concerned about it, that you're going to have to work on holiday, definitely reach out. She'll be able to give you some advice, help on what things you could eat, like quick wins you could easily get rid of. But use this holiday coming up as a, get yourself a notebook. I love a notebook, I've got millions of them. Just get yourself a notebook and just write down every time your phone, like if your phone rings, if you get asked a question, if you go into your emails, if you start doing actual things in the business that nobody else can do, just keep making this list, because the list is going to be really priceless and a place to like refer to and look at, to start to go, okay, well, who's going to do this? And you might only do one a week. You might like get rid of one task a week. You might get rid of one task a month. But they all mount up, and they all mount up to you leveling up each time and having more freedom. Because ultimately, a lot of the things that you're going to do while you're on holiday are other people's demands, are other people's, emails coming into your inbox because it's important to them and they want it doing now. You end up, a lot of the things that you do are other people's demands and desires. And I think a holiday, whether it's one of those holidays you have that's stressful, we've all been there, and you're still like trying to keep things turning, or whether you're further along, definitely grab something to just make notes of all the things you do, and then just use that as a project when you get back to understand who is going to do what and when. And I promise that future holidays are going to be way more calm than they might be right now. So I hope this episode of MiTV gets your head out of the dirt and into the clouds, into a plane, off somewhere nice, where you can actually just know that you're going to have time to enjoy with your family, with your friends, that you're just going to have time to recharge, because it's so important that you do recharge. And I just hope this little trick gives you some kind of even just peace of mind that even if this is not the holiday environment you want this time around, future ones are going to be, because you're going to get rid of those tasks. And I will see you next week for episode 184. See you then. Bye-bye.